Call this meeting to order.
Sorry.
This is a room where there's often trade union meetings in here, so I think I can use that language. Call this meeting to order. We'll start the second half with some more open mic poets. I'm going to start with gentleman over here called Sergei. So we start with Sergei. I know nothing about Sergei apart from that he's here and he's going to read you something.
So I thought I'd just spare the moment. I spare everyone else's stuff. I thought I'd give it a go. This is a poem I wrote a long time ago. I'm trying to still remember it. So if I muddle it a bit, it's that's why. I didn't mean to remember it. It was a poem I wrote a long time ago as a bit of a cathartic exercise. So yeah, maybe give you a bit of an insight. It's catharsism through metaphor, and they're cheesy. So yeah, here we go. Right. As the wind blows with the hurricane raging, and the swelling seas that cause premature aging, I'm as a wounded knight upon a trusty steed, but my injuries and cuts aren't the type that bleed. I'm standing at the mouth of a mighty dragon's cave, but I'm not even sure there's a damsel to save. I see the beast, it looks me right in the eye, its salivating jaws, wishing me to die. Surrounded by its flames, but I won't be moved, because I'm a man of valour, and it needs to be proved. For honour, not for glory, I play my part, so I aim my lance for its black cold heart. I charge the beast, impale and I kill it, only surviving, perhaps because I will it. It thrashes, it groans, it makes a mighty sound, but eventually the beast falls to the ground. With its final breath, the beast understands. I look down, the blood washes from my hands. Debts have been settled, so ghosts can rest, because at the end of the day, I tried my best. We will remember you, all of those that didn't make it through, and I will remember you, and don't forget that I strive for you. And that's it, thank you. Sorry to down.
That was Sergei being rusty. I'd like to see him when he's really trying. Okay, we'll now press on with a Dodo regular, very welcome. He did a great feature set for us, I think it was last month. He's back here just dropping in. It's the motorbike poet, revving up from all the way from Merton, Andy V.Frost.
And I did all the bike ones last month. I'm going to do a bike one now. Through the wonders of Facebook, the other one, MySpace, I got in contact with a guy I used to see in my 20s at a pub playing music. Never quite made it, but through him I got an invite to a charity garden concert by the riverside, and that's the title. Sounds swung over the water. Old pearls jam with young grip dreamers and midway oysters. Mixing eras and styles of rock, folk and blues for pleasure. A sun-baked audience of family, friends and fans. Passers-by pause to listen. Add to the tin jangled in front of them before resuming their stroll. Cameras click to record the happenings. Snapping strings, shredding solos, feedback screams, good vibes and smiling faces. Laughter to jokes from the musos. From the throng, from kids and diversions that only they know the rules to. Drink can start spoken, fizz into glasses, people gas to old friends and new acquaintances between swigs of drink, mouthfuls of picnic till cutlery clinks on empty plates. The hubbub drops as the sun sets, cools slowly down to a summer evening mellowness. The headliners step up, strum into tune, launch into song, and in between, raconteuring. The audience laugh, cheer, heckle, sing along aloud, applaud from the heart past their hurting hands, right to the faint last of the thank yous, good nights, and catch you soon, as I said, to a tired, happy crowd. Thank you.
I'll take a seat down there and there's something everybody in the house if you like. I think
It's getting late for me.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy V.Frost. Christina, would you like to go next, or would you like another?
I'd like to go next, actually.
Next?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I welcome Christina Simmonds?
I have to sit down here because my apparatus is just playing out. Oh, gosh. Well, as you can see, I'm now a woman with multiple disabilities. This is as a result of having a brain tumour, an acoustic neuroma it was called, growing on the stem of my brain. Surgeons were faced with two options: let me die or, come back as a disabled person. And they chose the latter. And it's taken me, 15 years to get better, gradually. And in the year 2004, the medical profession threw the book at me because they said I wouldn't make any further progress. I was in a vegetative state. I used to dribble. I had a feeding tube attached to my stomach. I couldn't eat anything by mouth. And anyway, after 2014, the amnesia lifted, and so I started doing research. I went online and found out how I could heal myself, and my brain. And, I've been doing that ever since. And anyway, I'm going to sing these two songs. And they were inspired by my ex-husband, actually. He was a childhood sweetheart who later became my husband, and I had two children for him. But when I escaped his clutches, after I was married to him, he became a monster, actually, when the kids were growing up. So I found that I had to get away from him. And the only way I could do that was to sacrifice my girls, because he said to me I could go, but I had to leave the girls. And the pain I felt was just immense. And I honestly think that's why I got the brain tumor. Anyway, these two songs are a way of me finally getting him out of my system. Because, he was a childhood sweetheart, and it is very difficult, because I loved him deeply, very deeply. And it's called I Bleed. Says one. Bleed down, bleed, bleed down, bleed, bleeding profusely. Women bleed. Women bleed, and this hair woman is Bryn. Woke up this morning, all I could see were dark clouds, surrounded by death, accompanied by darkness, creeping towards now. With them also were destroying angels. Pouring down on me were hailstones to gather the heaviness of thunder, beating above and around. Could hear it penetrating deeply through my being. Echo, clickety-clack, talk, hideous noise, so loud, feels like our birds. Look below, and in the pits were different reptiles, snakes just waiting to devour my soul. Save a wretch like me, that I'm about to die, drowning, sinking down, down, deep into the ocean. Rough, rough waters, sharks don't show an ounce of mercy. Those swim and swim still, then again just looking. Come rescue me, 'cause I'm bleeding. Please take my hands, hold me up, grab my hands and don't let go. When wolves growl, howling, cry for women. I reach down, women bleed, women bleed. Wolf is fed and feeling content, then everything is fine. Woman is okay, I'm alright. Women bleed, women bleed. Sends colorful flowers, green plants too, all wishing me well. And Mother Nature lifting, pushing, smiling too. Despair no child, you're not alone. We are with you. Knock on wood, knock on wood. And instead, hold on, we're with you all the way. We're rooting for you. Hold on, we're coming fast as lightning. No message getting to you. Rainbow shine as bright as the sun. Oh, waiting on the other side with a pot of gold. This second one is called Little Spider. I was getting, well, it's about my ex-wife. Blackbird, don't think Miss Ditch has gone unnoticed. Your watch from afar. Know for certain what I'm gonna do. This isn't to say I no longer care. I'm choosing to protect myself from any more blood injured way down deep inside, including the core. Your master plan of making me pay for your inadequacies and insecurities of not being good enough. Won't be seeing me no more, 'cause I'll not allow you to bruise me further. Out of my mind, causing more headaches. Don't hide in my head, get out of my psyche and my spirit too. Get out of my life, treating me like some matter by lashing out your grief, expectantly, willingly, taking it all as if it's all I deserve. Taking myself to higher grounds, allowing myself to touch the sky, see the rainbow, accept the wonderful gift it has brought my way. Don't bother me no more, blackbird. I've accumulated all that I need. Won't let you hold me to ransom for the sake of sweet jewels. They were never mine to begin with, to possess as my frontier. Stay out of my way, get out of my life. Investing in you, I only feel aches and pain. Unbearable heartaches, unmentionable agony, slowly weakening. Destroying the fiber that kept me stable, enabling to be a hopeless sound, hurting beyond belief, pulling then tightening the silk rope you put around my neck, only causing severe strangulation, given no other choice but ask for mercy, screaming retribution, bowing, begging for release to stop way, tuning and turning toward freedom is ever so near. Blackbird, leaving you guys far behind, walking in, closing the door, shouting real tight, don't come looking for me, repeating the scene all over again. Blackbird, it's hard to take in when my love is rolled right in my face, only to fall on my backside, lying still, waiting to be picked up by your just slender hands, even though they've been used for attacking and shoving me in the corner, and I dress feeling in the midst of a battlefield. I look around and you're nowhere to be seen. I guess too busy hiding Texan Vixen. Caught in your net, rhyming them until secretly offering the bed and silently lowering them to your covenant. Blackbird, blackbird, you're nothing but a toxic backstabber who is too afraid to confront, turning it as it is. Blackbird, oh, blackbird, I'm taking myself out of your life forever.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you. Joseph Matty, please.
Right, yeah. Watch, folks. Good evening. So there's, I'm going to do two, as that's the notion. This was published in the TLS, but it was the Teesside Literary Society, and they said, Joe, could you make it a little bit less Londony? So this is a poem to naughty bicyclists. It was going to be a sonnet, then I thought, no, motherfuck it. Lines upon cycle couriers. This is the charge of the bike brigade, the all-for-one, free-for-all parade, all in utter nutter mode, wrong way up a one-way road. Accelerate into a space not yet there, with such aplomb, such savoir-faire, committing red light robbery, inflaming commuter snobbery. C'est magnifique, c'est magnifique, but it's not normal cycling. It's more breakless fixie slung under a Viking. The riding style is wild and wanton on the streets of our beloved broken London. The icy descent is such a thrill when a blizzard blows on Mount Pentonville. This one is another bicycle poem, which is asked to write for, I used to be a courier and controller in bicycles in London and courier and stuff. And it's great fun being a courier and stuff, buffing in the rain, and occasionally, it's not all downhill all the time, occasionally you have incidents such as this. And this is called The Courier's Lament. The language is a tad fruity, by the way. I performed this at Willowman in Northallerton, in North Yorkshire, a couple of weeks ago. And 2 minutes before I went on, my chum said, it is family friendly, isn't it? I said, yes. And so all of a sudden I had to change something to fracking, and something to Trump. Hope you get the idea. Anyway, it's called The Courier's Lament. It's the cunt at the front, the insecurity guard. Can't sign for that, go round the back. Manners are forlorn, another prick in uniform. As the attack dog's vicious, he's fucking officious. A fat fuck Jobsworth, unsmiling vast gut girth. Getting off his large arse, he says I'll need a pass. I say that's fine, I'll whack it down as waiting time. I'm now round the back, dealing with another twat. All the fun of the tomb, yes, I'm in the sepulchral post room. Can't sign for that, the dragon hisses. What a fucking day this is. Could be mendacity or deception, but now I've got to go to reception. Not that lift, you're not authorised. At birth her heart was cauterised. Face not in a book, but focused on Facebook. The receptionist gives me a surly look. Like my presence has ruined her day. I've got a signature, so fuck it, hey. Return to my bike, and I've got a puncture. Screaming, you fucking cuncher! It's another day on the road.
There you go, Andy, the motorbike poet. Got Joe the courier side okay, and now we've got 3 more open mic poets left. That's my reading. Bryn, Strudwick.
Follow that. Last year I did a show and in it I mentioned the subject of streaking, that alcohol infused compulsion to stand up and take all your clothes off and run across the sports field. And afterwards, somebody in the audience, even older than me, confided in me that in the hot weather he liked to walk around the house naked, lived by himself, so didn't offend anybody. So I wrote this for him. Only the name has been changed to preserve his dignity. This is the tale of Edwin Brown, a man respected in the town, a model of sobriety, a pillar of society. He lived alone, and in hot weather he'd walk around in the all together. With neighbours few and far between, he wasn't likely to be seen. And anyway, to make quite certain, the window had a nice net curtain. Having had a shower one night, he decided that he wasn't quite ready to get into bed, and so he went downstairs instead. First he got the kettle on, and then he prepared a buttered scone. He put some cocoa in the cup and stirred it as he filled it up. And then he heard the front door bell. The knocker loudly knocked as well. It gave poor Edward quite a fright. Who could this be this time of night? Standing there completely nude, which in an old man looks quite lewd, he realised with a worried frown that between him and his dressing gown there was a well-lit hall to pass, and the front door was entirely glass. He used his 2 hands to conceal those bits a man should not reveal, but as his hands were rather small, they really didn't hide much at all. He took a deep breath, made a dash, but really also made a hash, and running through the floodlit hall, he tripped and had a nasty fall. Just then he glanced towards the door and was aghast at what he saw. For standing there, mouth open wide, a female constable was right outside. Panicking, he turned and fled, revealing the rear view instead. The PC, at the wrong address, was singularly unimpressed. Her modesty was quite offended, so Mr. Brown was apprehended. My lord, he intended no offence, and that's the case for the defence. Since we might be running a bit behind, I wanted to do a quick one. Not the one I was going to do.
Medium.
This is called It's All
Epic.
No, it's all over. This is called The Party's Over. Crooned Sinatra through the fragile walls from next door flat. Mocking me, it seems, as if he knew you'd gone, Yet how could he know that? Perhaps he's heard my bitter tears. The fragile walls work both ways after all. Or is it just coincidence that made him sing it now? Maybe he doesn't know you've gone at all. And yet he's mimicking your very words. It's time, you said with tenderness, that we call it a day. But don't you understand, you and Sinatra, that I can't bear to stand and watch you walk away? All dreams must end, Sinatra's singing now, and I can only hope and pray he's right, and that in time the nightmare dreams will cease that torture me each night. The record's ended now, but still the stylus in the never-ending groove runs on and on and on.
David White.
I've got a couple of poems here. The first one's a little bit sad, and the second one I'd say is even sadder. You make up your own minds, okay? Right, so we'll start with time zones. I travelled in a time machine back to ancient lands, seeing children with swollen tummies, bereft of leftover crumbs. I travelled in a time machine, observing people kept in cages. By not singing to the tyrant's tune, their lips are forever sealed. I travelled in a time machine and tasted the dirty water. Babies riddled with persistent flies, and birthdays are just sad memories. I travelled in a time machine and smelt the obscene riches. Billionaires who exploit their workers, yet reside in floating palaces. I travelled in a time machine, beholding Botox on rigid faces, draped in diamonds, furs and Italian labels, with a soul pumped full of silicon. I travelled in a time machine and heard pious praying, coerced to live on their knees, weighed down by archaic dogma. I travelled in a time machine and witnessed smug, shiny faces, eccentric reality look at me with only a vacuum between their ears. I travelled in a time machine and waded in a pool of mother's tears. Young brother lost for big brother's gain. Minerals stripped and plundered. I travelled in a time machine, yet never left 2017. Thank you. This other one was to do with Friday the 13th in November 2015, and kind of coming home late on that night and then the breaking news. And then I actually probably wrote this 2 or 3 days later when the stories started coming out of Paris with all the terrible things that had happened. So it's called A Friday Night in Paris. Why did they slay my mother before we could play? I really wanted to know her in every sort of way. She disappeared into the ether from a nebulous good night. I was sleeping like a baby as Paris exploded into fright. The bands were playing hard rock as the cognoscenti unwind. People of all nations being jovial and kind. What happened in the ambience of frivolity and song when apocalyptic bullets meant relationships had gone? The antithesis of love showed up and extinguished her tomorrow. Now the candlelight illuminates that sorrow. Why did they slay my mother before we could play? My father had lost his soulmate at the ending of that day. My memory is blank of the mother who did bear. A baby who became a man has only pictures at which to stare. Dreams of having fun together will always resonate. Alas, this idyllic union was not to be our fate. She would stay the same age with a beautiful face. She would stay in perpetuity with elegance and grace. Her stunning eyes glitter like the stars up in the sky. A juxtaposition of light and dark which would make the angels cry. Why did they slay my mother before we could play? No chance to read bedtime stories, or on my bed did she lay. But she loved me as a baby and cherished my unique life. Father was saying how proud he was to have her as a loving wife. We celebrate Mother's life each year with tender, poignant wishes. In the centre of Paris we sing and give flowers with sweet kisses. No dystopian future will our city of multiculture ever enshrine. We are the people of the free world, which we toast with fine wine. Every single day, Father evokes the essence which he will remember, her zest and zeal for life, despite that Friday night in November. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Our last open mic vote tonight, Livo Ravindra.
So yes, 2 poems, and the first one's called Country Life. Take a walk in the country where a slower pace of life invites you. To cherish the lemongrass, smouldering figs, taste the raisin. As if tropical suns couldn't make love out of winter. A royal gala for the hubris that melts cherry blossoms. Dunkirk marched on to sail the inept emotions of ingratitude. A tiger's emblematic swim to stay afloat in meditation. We marry our chives to spring onions over wet chairs. A glass of cherries spirals grass to log another path. The finer things are the bread and butter for the idyllic. Pleasant sheen, sunscreens, remote horizons, azure as serene sultanas, chipped to import identity from the marigold hands of time. Right, and the second one I'm called Om. I went to the Vedanta Centre, which is a Hindu centre. It's in Buckinghamshire. It's to do with non-duality. So yeah, it's kind of a summary of the philosophy in this poem. Pure consciousness derives from bliss. Follow it, Campbell spoke, like the water that falls in Niagara. Divine truth is the one universal energy I'm tuned into. Beyond cardboards and scars, the unchanging reality dreams. Moving hearts and souls to kindle union as feral flames. Burst wide open, the seams turned into multiple streams. That flow into the river of life like an astral projection. Conscious life manifests our thoughts through vessels, labeled as instruments. A pick of the string sends vibrations that shivers down spines, ineluctable as Stone Age monoliths. An immutable spirit revolves our bodies and is made present in mind. Through meditation's practice, love brings peace to harm.
Thank you to all the open mic poets tonight. Very welcome contributions to the evening.